Have you ever noticed how two people can walk through the same storm, yet only one of them comes out broken? The rain falls on both. The wind pushes both. Life tests both. But one person keeps walking with quiet strength, while the other spends years wondering why everything feels so heavy. The difference is not luck. It is not talent. It is not even courage. It is something far quieter. It is the invisible weight we choose to carry. There was once a young traveler named Elias who dreamed of reaching the city of light, a place people spoke about with peaceful smiles. They said anyone who reached that city found a heart that no longer feared the world. Elias believed the journey would be easy. He packed food, water, a blanket, and a map given by his father. On the first morning, the sun warmed his face. Birds sang above the trees. The road stretched through green fields, and every step filled him with excitement. "This will be the greatest journey of my life," he whispered. For several days, everything went well, until he met the first stranger. The man looked at Elias, laughed, and said, "You'll never reach the city of light. People like you always give up." Those words stayed in Elias's mind long after the stranger disappeared. That night, while sitting beside a small fire, he found an old rusty chain lying near the road. Without thinking, he wrapped it around his shoulder. "I'll keep this," he said. "It reminds me of what he said." The chain was not very heavy, so he kept walking. A few days later, he met a merchant who cheated him. Elias lost most of his money. Angry and embarrassed, he searched the ground and found a heavy iron lock. "This lock will remind me never to trust anyone again." He placed it inside his backpack. The journey continued. Some people ignored him. Some laughed. Some doubted him. Every painful moment became another object. A broken key for betrayal. A piece of metal for failure. An old horseshoe for disappointment. A cracked bell for regret. None of these things seemed heavy at first, but little by little his backpack became difficult to carry. Weeks passed. The beautiful forests no longer caught his attention. The rivers sounded silent. The sunsets lost their colors. Every morning he woke up more tired than the day before. One afternoon, exhausted, Elias collapsed beside an ancient tree. He looked at the road ahead and whispered, "Maybe everyone was right. Maybe I'm simply not strong enough." An old woman appeared from the forest carrying nothing but a wooden walking stick. Her clothes were simple. Her smile was peaceful. She sat beside him without saying a word. After a long silence, she asked softly, "May I see what you're carrying?" Elias opened his backpack. The woman looked inside for several moments, then she smiled. "I expected rocks. Instead, I found memories." Elias frowned. "They're not memories," he replied. "They're reminders." She gently picked up the rusty chain. "Who gave you this?" "A man who said I would fail." "Where is he now?" "I don't know." She nodded. "So he walked away years ago. Yet you are still carrying his words." She lifted the iron lock. "And this?" "A dishonest merchant." "Where is he?" "I've never seen him again." She smiled kindly. "So he stole your money once. But this lock has been stealing your peace every day since." Elias became silent. The woman reached into the bag again. Every object had a story. Every story had a wound. Every wound had become an identity. Then she asked a question that stopped his thoughts completely. If these people returned today and asked for their pain back, would you be willing to return it? Elias looked confused. It isn't theirs anymore. The old woman shook her head gently. It never belonged to you. The wind moved through the trees. Leaves danced around them. For the first time, Elias realized something strange. None of those people were standing beside him anymore. Only their echoes remained. And he had been feeding those echoes every single day. The woman stood and pointed toward a small lake hidden between the trees. Come. They walked together. The lake was perfectly still. Its surface reflected the sky like polished glass. She handed Elias the rusty chain. Throw it. He hesitated. But what if I need the lesson? She smiled. The lesson lives in your wisdom, not in your suffering. Slowly, he threw the chain into the lake. The water rippled. Nothing else happened. Yet somehow, his shoulders felt lighter. One by one, he threw every object into the water. The lock, the broken key, the cracked bell, the horseshoe. Every symbol of pain disappeared beneath the calm surface.
When the backpack was finally empty, he laughed. Not because life had become easier, but because he had forgotten how light an empty heart could feel. The old woman looked at him with gentle eyes. Most people believe life becomes heavy because of what happens to them. That is only half the truth. Life becomes heavy because they refuse to stop carrying yesterday. Those words stayed with Elias forever. He continued his journey. The same hills were still steep, the same rain still fell, the same difficult people still crossed his path. But something inside him had changed. When someone insulted him, he let the words pass like birds across the sky. When someone doubted him, he smiled and kept walking. When disappointment visited him, he welcomed the lesson but refused the burden. People began asking him the secret of his peaceful smile. He simply answered, "I travel with only what helps me move forward." Months later, Elias finally reached the City of Light. To his surprise, there were no golden streets, no magical gates, no treasure waiting for him. Only ordinary people living with extraordinary peace. An old gardener greeted him and said, "You finally arrived." Elias looked around, confused. "This is the City of Light?" The gardener laughed softly. "No. The City of Light isn't a place. It begins the moment your heart becomes lighter than your fears." Elias closed his eyes. For the first time in years, he understood. The destination had never been somewhere on the map. It had been growing inside him all along. My friend, perhaps today you are carrying your own invisible backpack. Maybe inside it is someone's opinion, a mistake you made years ago, a relationship that ended, a dream that didn't happen, or words you still replay every night before you sleep. Ask yourself one quiet question. Does carrying this make tomorrow better, or only yesterday heavier? Tonight, before you close your eyes, imagine placing your backpack on the ground. Open it. Take out one memory that still hurts. Hold it for a moment. Thank it for whatever it taught you. Then imagine setting it beside the road instead of placing it back inside. You don't have to carry every lesson forever. Some lessons are meant to guide you, not weigh you down. Remember this: peace does not arrive when life becomes perfect. Peace arrives when your heart decides that yesterday no longer deserves a seat beside tomorrow. Walk gently, travel lightly, and never forget, the strongest people are not those who carry the most. They are the ones who finally learn what to leave behind.